Hello, vicarious mercenaries, proxy ninjas, and pop culture PhDs. Welcome to the Rec Room. We're finally back in action, almost better part of a week in between because of holidays and just various schedule things. But I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody had a good Christmas, and I hope you got fun stuff or time off or whatever you need for New Year coming up. So I'm going to be a little out of sorts just because it's been a few days. I may need an explanation on how to use a video game controller again, just saying. But if not, otherwise, if you are new to the Rec Room, this is the coolest corner of the internet where you get the rundown on what's going on here with Enforcer Media Productions, whether that be project updates or creative commentary or insights, I guess, and you get the breakdown on what makes our favorite franchises tick in the form of commentary or the long-running video game deep dives. And this is typically a Metal Monday. We've been working on some MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries on PlayStation 5, so this is technically our Season 2, since we've already gone a singular round on PlayStation 4, but didn't quite cover everything that time, so we're trying to be a little bit more thorough and articulate in some of the details this go around. So essentially, this is the marketing arm of Enforcer Media Productions, so we're just trying to keep an eye, trying to connect with those of you out there who have similar interests, because we're working on building a big franchise from scratch here. So audience is definitely wanted, participants wanted. Feel free to check out what we got going on in the form of Ascendant Chaos, which is available over on Amazon. Link is in all the descriptions, so that is the first entry, and of course it's got some mechs in there, so under a different name, but it is not by accident of the types of games and genre and things that are played here on the Rec Room. I know you got a lot to pick from out there. So thank you for joining us. You are free to lurk, chat, or comment at your leisure. We are currently on Odysee and Twitch and YouTube. So, yeah, I'm guessing you probably know that if you're already watching on one of those. But maybe in case you didn't know we had the others, and if any are more convenient, there's always that reason too. So, what's been going on around here? I guess the first thing would be thank you for the new follows. That we even had a couple new ones over the holidays. So I think we had one on Christmas Eve and on Christmas Day for Odysee. So it looks like in this case we'll be definitely completing 2025 with a record-setting month, which is fantastic. So thank you to everybody who's been tagging along and joining us for this ride. So I think at this point, Odysee's got its own record, and then of course that's contributing to the overall record in the just under 3 years that we've been doing this. So yeah, Odyssee's running away with it. Twitch, I think, only contributed a couple bots this month, but that's okay. But yeah, YouTube still contributing too, so greatly appreciated across the board. So as far as other things going on around here, it's this is gonna be one of those more grim updates, and it's gonna be it might seem like a kind of grim here for a couple weeks until some things are a little bit more known. But after I think this this germination phase of what's been going on here with the Enforcer Media / the Rec Room, all the projects under the umbrella are finally going to be in a state of flux because I had hoped, that there would be a plan, or at least the intention of turning a plan into some kind of viability, and that has not proven to be possible. And so, therefore, that means I'm going to have to return to a hamster wheel. So, that is not necessarily a bad thing, nor am I complaining about it. Why should not an able-bodied person be in the workforce? Well, the thing is, it's like you don't realize how much time it takes to get creative projects off the ground and how much it takes to dedicate to them. And then the problem is, if there is no return from the audience, kind of left scrambling to try to figure out how to fund it everything independently. So I've made a go of at least getting Ascendant Chaos across the finish line, and I try to get the second book finished. At least within the time period available, but that has still got a few more months of work behind it. So over the holiday, there's not been a whole lot of progress on that, but what will happen is once Hamster Wheel gets inserted into the schedule, there's just no telling right now how much time is going to be left for everything else. So everything is going to be running on strictly priority basis, and number one is getting book number 2 completed. And then after that, the next highest priorities are likely to be at least a limited number of shows to help continue building audience, because unfortunately, online marketing doesn't do jack, unless you have millions of dollars to blast and then get a very low return until you get some kind of algorithm adjustment or something. But on the ground has been the most important thing over the last year. We've made some great progress and met some new people, and I think that has been proven to be one of the things that we'll need to continue going forward. it just made, because it was an experimental year, not knowing which venues to pick and where the target audiences are. I think we'll have a little bit more refinement and at least be able to concentrate a little better going here in 2026. And then the next thing after that, of course, will be the streaming, because at least even if this has not been a great conversion process, the thing is we still want to continue growing the audience. And obviously many of you have contributed over the last few years, so I don't have any desire to diminish this. It just would depend on the schedule. And as of right now, schedules are comfortable. We've been doing a consistent 3 days a week. My intent had always been, well, if anything changes the schedule, at least I'd have a fixed day a week. Well, I really haven't had to have a specific fixed 1 day a week thing over the last year and a half to 2 years. And that was partially different because I had a late night hamster wheel schedule, so it made things very difficult. But if I'm back to at least like kind of a banker's hours kind of ordeal, hopefully things will still be palatable by trying to hit a similar time block. And if things change a little bit, that's fine. But obviously late night was pretty difficult to continue keeping growing the audience and all that kind of stuff. So, like I said, it's going to be a lot of unknowns. Unfortunately, the other things which will get impacted will be, the amount of print production and audiobook progress, which at this point I'm kind of shrugging my shoulders that, after 3 years, we really have not made any traction with the audiobook side. And that even includes the free stuff that's available. I mean, I can tell, I watched the numbers, and apparently there's not enough of an appetite to understand what goes into a new franchise either. Because, I can see that there's very few clicks based on extra content, even when those are the primary things on all of our video platforms. People are clicking on, at least things when they're trending. And that's about it. So people are not exploring. So, by any means, if you are here not understanding that we've got other stuff going on, feel free to check that out. We have other things going on here beyond the, I guess the rephrase of the Let's Play video, video streams. I don't really refer to them that is because I'm trying to always incorporate, insight from a former development perspective and just how they might correlate to other things. So it's not really just like, oh, I'm just playing it willy-nilly. I'm trying to create something that hopefully will have a little bit more longevity, maybe even from the strategy standpoint, to be like, okay, for those that don't have a point of reference or a walkthrough on some of these, hopefully some of this is still helpful going into the future. Otherwise, if it's just for the sake of playing it for, 5 hours a day, I would not be doing this otherwise, because there's a lot of other things I could be doing with my time. But those are just some of the overall things going on. So the writing progress is just kind of moot over the holidays. And man, it's been a wild week from almost like a roller coaster standpoint, because kind of mentioned on our Metal Slug stream last week, I got sick like 2 days before the holiday. And I was really slamming every remedy imaginable in hopes of not being contagious when visiting family over the holidays. So hopefully, to the best of my knowledge, nobody caught anything from me. But yeah, that led to not being productive on top of everything going holiday-wise. And also Friday, while still recovering, helped out family stuff on what might have been an off day or at least a work day, but that was not really viable. And then weekend stuff, tried to do extra recovery over the weekend, but then got detoured there because then the water heater wanted to go out. And so there's about 2 days worth of wrangling with that, hopefully concluded as of today. So thankfully it is fine and does not require major repairs or replacement just yet. But it has been a whole host of things that have impaired trying to get a normal workday going under normal circumstances. So it's, and then come January 1st, that's when the hamster wheel hunt truly begins, even though I do have a couple leads. So just bear in mind, things are going to be in flux for a bit. So not going anywhere just yet, but I want to make sure you stay updated on what's going on in case you're anybody that tracks, where you at? Why haven't you been online in a while? But so I don't envision any gaps beyond holiday stuff for right now, but obviously I'll keep you updated. And of course, the best thing to do is, follow and subscribe if you're not already. At least that way you can see when we're on and stuff's in your feed in case you miss any of that. As far as pop culture, it's during the holidays. So you're not going to see a whole lot of news. The good thing is I finally got the Mortal Kombat Legacy editions in. I do need to do some unboxings for those because I've not posted an unboxing video since Metal Slug Tactics. When am I going to get to that? I don't know, because obviously there's still a lot of other things going on. but also trying to get ready for Last LAN Standing, which is not quite pop culture related. It's more related to what we're doing here. So we're going to try to get some Splinter Cell action going on New Year's Day, shooting for around 6 p.m. Eastern. It's probably not going to be a real long stream. I'm definitely not getting max potential of guests out. Just going to try to get a few people, just try to keep an older tradition alive. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But yeah, so I guess it's been busy. There's a lot going on, and I still need to try to get some time to put in a New Year's recap, which may not exactly be New Year's Eve or New Year's Day either. But I mean, man, there's, especially after doing shows this year, there's definitely a lot to reflect on, to catch everybody up to speed on, and look at that from an analytical standpoint. Say, hey, was this profitable, or was this productive, or was this a waste of time? So it'd be kind of interesting to see how some of that's going. But here we go. We are finally ready for some MechWarrior 5, and we are on episode 15 of Season 2, which I called Holiday and... Okay, I'll do one of those hover over things. Holiday and Campaign Intermissions. So we did have a break with some stuff between holidays, but we also, just last episode, took on that initial phase of the Legend of the Kestrel Lancer DLC via Operation Galahad. So the good thing is they kind of cut us loose for a bit, but they say, oh yeah, by the way, in a few years we're going to call on you again, so get ready. So that time is going to go away real quick, and it might even be done by the time we get done with some of these missions. And we're going to need to still accumulate as many high tonnage mechs as I can afford. Now the good thing is we did get some cash, but we still need the mechs, and we're probably going to need more pilots too, because you do not get the proper amount of repair time in between these missions once they take over. So that these campaigns are missions back to back to back. So if you do a lot of damage to your mechs, guess what? You're going to be riding short into a mission, and Fahad's going to be spending all his time on repairs. Alright, so I do believe I flew us to the target operation that can get us another heavy mech. I think heavy, and not an assault mech, but I think at least a heavy mech. Yeah, speaking of which, the Marauder. So if anything, we can get one of these scripted missions knocked out, get a Marauder in the arsenal, and that will hopefully accomplish a couple things. One, from a completion standpoint, two, get us ready for Kestrel Lancers. All right. So yeah, we're sitting here at well, would you look at that? December 29th, on December 29th, except we're about 1,002 years off between the galactic fictional calendar and real life. They did say in 3028 is when they're going to send us the notice, so that's why we got to get this knocked out and get all the resources we need. So we've got a fair number of mechs, and I kind of reviewed here. We have the Champion, we've got the Rifleman, and maybe the Shadowhawk. We don't have much else to work with here for heavy stuff, if need be. Oh, and we have another Dragon, so there was one other one. So we got about 4 mechs out of the cold storage. As far as hero mechs, this needs a repair. So we got a Hero Catapult, we got a Hero Dragon, we got a Hero Wolverine. Hero Commando not doing a whole lot for us. We got the Hero Trebuchet, which is kind of interesting, but this thing's got to get beefed up so it's not going to overheat so much. So we have a few. Now, I don't know why at this point I need to keep this thing out. Let's get this thing moved, and then let me see if I got a chance to repair this. Is it still being worked on? Oh, we can't do anything about it while we're out here, so this is going to get interesting then. So let's get a save going off the start. No, I hit the wrong button. Monty. And what did I say? 15? Yep, so we will not be able to repair out here. We're going to have to roll in with whatever we got available. So this thing. And the boonies. The sticks. Contracts. So it's not a high difficulty according to this. So hopefully the multi-parts won't impair us too bad for the repairs. Need you to collect data on enemy forces while destroying a number of their units. So if I recall, now this doesn't, the biome doesn't look right. One of these I thought was a striated canyon where you got them attacking from multiple angles, but it could be a future part or it could be confusing with something else. So we're gonna, okay, so we're favorable. I'm gonna say because of the difficulty, let's not go too crazy there. Let's get as much on salvage for high paying stuff. And we're good on cash right now. We're at 23 thanks to the DLC stuff. But obviously that's going to go quick once we start spending on mechs. So I would prefer to be taking out some better pilots here. Or maybe lesser pilots. But we're not quite ready for that. Also, we did have some sent to the academy last time, so if anything, get them an XP boost that way. Alright, so I'm going to be rolling out with a damaged or missing machine gun here. A little late for that. Alright, this is more of a garrison one. Warning, door opening. It's awfully dark in here. Where's the light switch? Oh.
It looks like friendlies are already engaged with hostile forces. Their survival is not our priority, but there's always safety in numbers in a combat zone. We should do what we can to help them out. They will make earning our combat bonus all the easier the longer.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about structure at least. So it's probably gonna be a number of enemies.
Investigation into rumors of deviant troop buildups in the Verdigris system. We are contracting you to prod deviant defenses at the Mercs nav point, while we collect data on the regional defenses of the area. While your contract only calls for a certain number of units to be destroyed, the Concordant is willing to offer performance bonuses if you neutralize additional deviant defenders.
Okay, bonus, eh? Alright, what we got here? Rifleman? Jaeger mech. Come on, I want to chase you up the hill. Alright, so 17 plus bonus. It's always time to earn our pay.
That must be one of the tanks we're contracted for.
All the way over there, really? Well, if the city doesn't have percentage, I'm not really in any hurry here.
Ooh, that hostile's a smoking carcass.
There we go. What, 2 out of 17?
Enemy reinforcements are spotted in the area. They look like they're heading your way.
Of course, you gotta put a city between me and them every time. I'm dropping them in the city. Pardon me while I make a door here. Looks like they're doing the same on the other side. Wolverine Bros.
That will leave a mark.
I don't know where you're going. Oh, doing the breakdance thing. Ah, no, they're all outside the wall. Alright, I guess I'll just make another door. A little red somewhere here. Yeah, that same torso section in the red again. The javelin's chasing me. Oh, maybe not. Now it's in the red. Now it's really in the red. And there goes the upper torso. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about this. Like, am I just supposed to literally just put, like, everything in that torso section? Because it keeps getting wrecked every time. Crisscross. Alright, 11 out of 17, so I still got another 6 more. 5 after this one. No machine gun. Barely any lasers. Well, a lot to do with half a torso here. Oh, they got an orchestra, a cannon fire going here. Where you going, Javelin? Alright, who's shooting at me from up there? Yeah, go down. Alright, hopefully light stuff. Yep, 2 more. 2 more. I don't care if you have the high ground. Get out of my face. I'm really struggling to get around the rock here. Ooh, everything else is in the orange. Not good. I'm locked on, and yet it hit the mountainside for no good reason. Whoa! I gotta chase this one. So the problem is, this is gonna be real expensive, so now I don't have repairs I can do out here in the sticks. Come on. It's limping finally.
You just smoked that son of a bitch, Commander.
Whoa, language?
Satisfied the terms of your contract, Commander. From here on out, we'll pay out combat bonuses for every Federation unit eliminated on our behalf. While
Bonuses?
we'll need to analyze your battle computer after you return turn, it does not immediately appear that any house units are present in this system. Only the local militia. Return to your dropship once you're ready.
I'll take out small fries, man. You got nothing else to shoot with this thing.
Satisfied our contract and have a narrow window to
Why is the other bot all the way back there? No wonder I got taken some hits. You have a meat shield. Of course I got a fire in the cockpit again. Alright, stop that. Where are you? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to take the Hunchback or something next because this thing not worth a piece of paper. Alright, those things close enough before you get in here? Nope. Alright, ain't waiting for them. Additional C-bills, 0.
approach, Commander. Prepare for extraction.
Not thoroughly exciting, that one. That didn't move the needle a whole lot. Okay, so I was off by 220 on the damage conversion there. We could take a Vindicator. But is there anything else? No. Salt junk. Okay, so I'll take the Vindicator and an LRM-10. I won't take an LRM-10. That's RM-6. There we go. Boy. Was not great. Okay, so is there only a part 2? Hopefully. Okay. The Pirate's Haven. Alright, so I can't repair. And you're going to cold storage. So I'm thinking I'm taking the... well, if I take the fire starter, I think it's going to be too late for what we got coming up. Could be wrong. Oh, so they can send us further out into the weeds. Yeah, this is our closest hub. We can get there, barely. It's going to cost 2 months. Alright, we'll do this. Happy New Year, she says. Did not... Okay, good. So this is just the warning. We don't know the timetable, but just a reminder. Alright, Cantina. We got room for one more. Kill 3 Stalkers, 5 Enforcers, and 5 Igors. Well, that's easy. Let's take that. Of course, still can't do any repairs. Anything worth purchasing? They're friendly, but they still want to charge us an extra 50%. The only concession I make there is large machine gun batches, which they don't have. Or really cool mechs, which they also don't have. Okay. Alright, here we go. I mean, if things were to go really sideways, I'd have to go back to the prior one to make sure the battle... Not the battle now, so that the Warhammer doesn't get wrecked. So I'd prefer not have to do that. Because we're rolling in with suboptimal... Yeah, well, 220, so still not too crazy here. Dire circumstances. This might be this. Even if this isn't the 3-part one, this one might have a bunch of rando paths and mechs coming at us from a couple different areas. So we'll do this again. We'll go. Yep, stick with the 4 on the salvage. Rest in cache. Try to make that work.
Heads up, Commander. Weather conditions in the area will restrict visibility and have an effect on your sensors.
Alright, so I'm taking that. Let's see what kind of info we're looking at for this. That's only damage in the yellow. This one, the dragon's a little bit more hurting, but I got nothing of consequence on there. Oh, this has got AMS2 on it. I forgot about that. Huh. Well, he's still all in decent shape, though. Okay, so let's get us another pilot. So we got 17, 33, and 26. Holder's still without a Zeus. Man. Yeah, still not much to give you. You can have the Wolverine. $230, we're over by 10. What if I bump you down to the Shadowhawk? Still gonna be over by 5. I'd have to drop down to the Firestarter and give somebody the Hunchback. You know what? Let's do it. I mean, old Firestarter. Oh, we're under. So we can bring this back up to the Dragon. Who's got better lasers? So 7 out of 10, 10 and 10. You know what? I'll just... I guess do it that way. I don't know what to expect here. Crispy Dragon. All that. Oh, artillery. That's right. There is artillery in this one. So I guess it works because I got speed. Well, systems nominal. Yeah, so this is a static one. We got all these things in the back, and man, there is artillery all over the place. So I'm going all the way to the back. Ooh, toast. I don't think so either for once. Now, I remember this one because sometimes enemies would get stuck down there in the chasm, and I'm like, that's not very helpful. That's a Hunchback. So I'm leaving everything else behind. Until their artillery is laid in shambles. Let's just bring another artillery unit. I don't really care. Oh, really? VTOLs or something coming in here. Too far overhead. Alright, any more? I don't see any more. See, this idiot's likely to get stuck down there. Okay, so I did get all the artillery. Out of the way, cat. Okay, so now I'm gonna find everything else. Take the long way around. Oops, stuff overhead. Alright, one more behind us. Probably the one that came across the bridge. This needs more bots as meat shields now. That thing shouldn't be lasting long there. I was gonna say, that's like a 5-on-1. Oh, here they come. All the little guys. Where are they going? Apparently they're in a hurry. Well, that's what you're paid to do. I don't know where he's coming down. Where is he? Oh, he's down the gully. Great. See, that's what I don't want going on here. Yeah, so's the volcano. Ooh, that's in the red. Keep playing in Warhammer mode here. Meleeing like a moron. Alright, go across the bridge, get this one. Ooh, don't walk off the edge. Thing is, like, partially overheating just because of the biome itself, because I'm not even firing. It's taking forever for the heat to dissipate. There we go. Still 3 more across the bridge. Well, what are you doing with my mechs? almost toast. Let's finish that. Oh, the little one's stuck in the hole. Alright. Hit me in the head with a VTOL again. Oh, they got it. Okay, good. Now we gotta do cleanup and make sure there's nothing else missed. Take a lap. Take a nap while making a lap. So it kind of worked out taking the fire starter because we can stay ahead of the artillery. Yeah, this is where we're going to go all the way around and not find anything. Alright, spawn point, roughly. It's like if you had the ability to survive the heat, I guess you can fall in the canyon and walk all the way back here. I just don't know if it's continuous terrain. Like, what's left here? Guy's like, what am I supposed to do? I need something to shoot at. There we go. Now we got something to shoot at. Yeah, in most cases, you get a number of how many you're supposed to shoot, and this one's like, you got to wander aimlessly until you find it. There we go.
Let them fall back. Minister Vandenberg wishes for us to capture and interrogate as many POWs as possible to see who we're dealing with here. Commander, fall in with Marshal Grenadine and await further instructions.
I couldn't remember if this bridge blows up or not. It looks like some of the terrain you get by down there. And the needle barely moves. At least I should have taken less damage that time, though. Still took a little over 400, but that's okay. At least we got some more mech options, except most of it's pretty garbage. Streakers aren't. Oh, now they're trying to be nice to me, huh? Look at all those extra goodies. Okay, well, I'm taking all those level 2 lasers, that's for sure. Alright, so if I do this, how much am I left with? This streak ammo's not bad either, so... the SRM-2 is a kind of... streak... Yeah, there's a streak SRM-2. It's another 5 points needed. Can I get away with... And the Cicada's 11 points. I really don't need any more Commandos, Fleas, or Locust. Can't reach the Thunderbolt. I mean, it's a better payout. Well, you know what? I'm going for inventory right now. So let's grab this stuff. So streak 1, and then we'll get some redundancies there. Level 1 lasers I don't care about. Same thing with machine guns, really, but... whatever. Can still sell it. Not too bad. 20% impact. Oh, and the damage staying from her on the dragon, so she's injured. Okay, but I don't think I had anything costly on there. Of course there's a part 3, and so this might be the canyon split one then. Oh, man, but it's tempting to want to go get repairs done here first. Yeah, things ain't looking so hot. Oh, I can repair. It's gonna be costly. Well, let me hold off on this one. Man, this thing kind of still took a beating. Alright, so maybe what I'll do is I may have to switch somebody out. Maybe if I can stick with a fire starter, we'll be okay. At least they let us repair on this planet. Still nothing. Like, ooh, goody, I can buy an urban if I need one. So we're at 5s up here across, except for Mech Collector. We're doing pretty well on our job board here. So we still need a lot more of all the generic stuff. We didn't have any Igors on that one. Kill 3 dragons. That's going to take a bit. Okay. Well. We will remain here. Okay, part 3. Now, they did increase the tonnage limit, so it might be a little more difficult here. Yeah, so the Black Cliffs, this is the part I think I remember. I remember the volcano one as well, but this one specifically was the initial one I was thinking of. Alright, so let's go double damage coverage because we seem to be under. Let's see if we can still get as much salvage. And cash, we're okay. We're almost up to 30 million in cash, so let's try to be a little bit more efficient here. And still try to walk out with some decent hardware. Alright, so how many days? I don't know. So this thing's gonna get changed out. It's gonna be the Wolverine. Oh, but she's also injured. Okay. Sadler's not too strong here. Guess we're gonna put Shenzing in there. That's not Shenzing. I want Shenzing. There we go. 12 days. Okay. Can't really go much heavier. Man, still need some heavier stuff here. I might as well just get the champion and everything out because and start getting those outfitted. Here we go. Mad, all mad. Never noticed the text on the back of the hero catapult. Yeah, I remember this one.
Forces have taken refuge deep in the Black Cliffs, a labyrinth of narrow canyons and caves that make it impossible to scout or attack with aerospace assets. For this, we will need to go in and flush them out with mechs and armor. Strike forces will be divided up by a lance and advance through one of these many entrances, boxing these pirate forces in. Support each other when you can, but be sure to cover your own.
Give each other a hug.
Ensure no pirate forces escape the justice of the Tarian Defense Force.
took out the little guy. Welcome to the party, pal. Oh, there's still something else here. I didn't see this one coming. Where'd it go? It's behind me. It's about to. Okay, so I can't remember if we go in the next corridor or come over to help the other group. Either way, we're gonna press on here for a sec. Yep, there we go.
New target, spider.
Spider with a big laser. That one. Alright, anything else here, or do I need to go down to the next corridor? Let's go down to the next corridor. Sandwich them in. Firestarter's looking a little jaundiced, a little yellow. Oh, we got hostiles overhead.
Target eliminated.
I got quit firing the machine gun if I can't hit anything with it. Oh, stop. Oh, that's not much of a threat. Alright, so take out the middle section here. If there's anything. Nothing yet. Come on, show up.
Another enemy dropship incoming.
There, finally. Where? So...
Contact. Enemy in sight. Enemy reinforcements inbound.
Blasted that target into oblivion.
It's kind of like I didn't need to go all the way out to the outer canyon. Just need to come back and go this way, I think. Could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Alright, where are they at? Come on. There we go.
Target locust.
See, they weren't out here when I came from this direction.
Just landed a big hit on that mech.
A big hit, like, what, 2 bullets? I was gonna say, that should have popped already.
Acquired.
Wow, he just watched that laser battery from the Hunchback. Alright, another lightweight out here somewhere. Well, congratulations. Oh, on the left.
New target, assassin.
Not much of a target. Oh, there's more stuff. There's the party. Of course, they could have joined when I walked through here for about 10 minutes. And now it's getting a little more hot. There we go. Oh, yeah, right next to me.
Target acquired.
I'll take the small stuff, guys. Here's the big stuff for me. Gonna overheat here. Oh, I lost something. Lasers, no machine guns, though. There we go.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Critical.
Thank you for walking to my land site. And we got more on the way.
New target, Thunderbolt. Target acquired.
All light stuff.
Target destroyed. Incoming missile.
Alright, I'll let the other stuff take some hits.
Incoming missile. Target acquired.
There's that one.
Destroyed. Target acquired. New
Alright, we got a mid here. Charo. Almost gone.
Target guards are reporting that they have cleared the field of all mech and armored
There we go.
assets. While we're sure that some of these rats will sneak away through the smaller caves, without their mech or armored forces, they should no longer be a significant enough threat to the Concordant to warrant our attention. Thank you for your professionalism out there, Commander. We'll be sure to get your unit debriefed and squared away back at headquarters.
Alright, so a couple lasers in the arm, so nothing to write home about there. That was quite the gauntlet at the end. That's why, like, fire starter's a little questionable, more so on that one. Worked out fine on the artillery side, though. Ooh, 2 mil. Yeah, and of course I took less damage that time. Look at all these to pick from. Most of them I don't want. Ah, we can stockpile the level 2s though, that's for sure. Yeah, nothing on the machine gun side. Okay, so if I take these SRMs, and then let's get this half. Yeah, we'll take the half ammo as well, and definitely all those, and the streak ammo. Yeah, it doesn't leave a whole lot to work with here, so we'll take the LRM-10s. Okay. Everybody's healthy otherwise. Yeah, I took 191 myself. Okay. Yay, now we got a Marauder. We're able to crush the band of pirates. The Mercenary Review Board. The MERB. Alright, no jobs complete. It didn't do a whole lot for us. Alright, let's get out of the sticks. It is February 3028. Let's head, I guess, to this. Can we get to here? 83 days. It's probably going to show up. So we'll end up having one contract in there for 600. Yeah, okay. Can't think of much else to do here. Let's go get repairs and everything out of cold storage. Oh, nope, it's out of range. Yikes. That's probably why they do it, is they want to make sure they get their calendar events in there. Yeah, see, we'll have to accept this here in a second. 4 months remain, so we're going to get repairs done, and then we'll take this, I guess. See, accepting this offer will cede travel and mission control to your employer for 2 years. Yeah, it's a lengthy one. I can't imagine there being enough to do. It says call to arms, so I don't know if... See, here's what's a little bit of cognitive dissonance. It says the Legend of the Kestrel Lancers, but it's the call to arms in terms of the mission notice. Because the call to arms DLC was a separate thing. Talking about identity confusion here. So let's do that, and then finish our way here to get repairs done. Ooh, let's go all the way up here first. Let's check this out. We got the money. Just give us something good. Stupid spider. Oh, it's the archer. That'll work. And this isn't even the Agincourt. The Agincourt's a story-driven one. Wow. So this actually be helpful. Let's get another 70 in there for sure. And how much is it, though? Oh, for 8.5? How can we go wrong? This way, I mean, this one's a little bit more orderly, but it's almost like the Bacon Vulcan in terms of colors. It's got the striations on it. Okay, we'll definitely take that. At least we get 10% off on it. Now, here comes the painful part of having to do all these repairs here. So repair that. Repair that. Repair that. That's fine. Yeah, this is a mess. So I lost machine guns, so I've probably lost a boon there. Alright, repair. AC-10s are lost. Okay, so we're gonna have to nitpick at this, kind of fly around for a bit. While these are getting fixed, because I still want everything like tip-top shape by the time we get that contract. So there's the champion. Champion is a 60 or 65. Nope. Mech info, it's a 60. So I'm going to leave the Shadowhawk out. We'll take the dragon. And, oh, this rifle. So this rifleman is a hero one, so we'll take that out. So I'll notice our payment now goes up to 1.2 mil just by adding all these extra mechs in the thing. So this is not going to be pleasant having to spend that much on a quarterly basis now, but we're going to need to get this. So this says I can't even load this thing out yet. So medium energy slot. So I've only got one level 5 laser, huh? Oh, man, so we could go some smalls. No, I don't even have much to pick from smalls. Okay, so I guess we'll give it some 2s. We can do up to 4 2s. That's not bad. Or 4 mediums, I should say. Then medium missile slots, we go large. SRM. Don't want to go too crazy on the 4s yet if I don't have many yet. I can give it a 6. And AC-10s? Ooh, don't have a lot to pick from there. How about AC-5s? Let's try that. And heat sinks. Oh, we got some doubles finally, a decent amount. Alright, so we still got room. We're gonna need the ammo though. SRM ammo, AC5 ammo, don't have many there. And I guess a couple bonus heat sinks. Okay, champion will be ready. 10,000, 18 days, that's not bad. Okay. So let's take the rifleman here. Why is it saying 2.9 mil though? The champion here. That's weird. Okay, some fire engine orange here. Let's just try from the loadout perspective, I guess, because if it's only gonna charge me doing the loadout. Okay, so medium energy. Oh, man, I gotta burn through these level 2 lasers I got real quick if I'm not careful. Two large ballistics. So that's where they're or Fahad was talking about the Gauss, but I don't think we got the Gauss. Oh, we did get the Gauss to go along with it. Oh, I got 110X. I need more of those. Man, but if these Gausses go, I ain't got anything to replace them. So I'm probably gonna give this to the bots. And I still got lightweights going here, so I'm going to need Gauss ammo. And man, no heat sink capacity. Okay, start work. Guess we'll do the same thing here. Okay, missile slot. So I'm not going to give this one the redundance on the laser. I can give it the pulse laser on that. How about here, large? Do we have a large pulse laser yet? No, but hey, we'll give it a PPC or something. We got redundance there. Might as well go heat sinks where it's dedicated. We got plenty. And then medium missile. Yeah, we'll give you the force. You only got one. Okay. Medium ballistic. How about AC5 or 10? Medium rifle? Yeah, you know, medium rifle. I'm going to need medium rifle ammo here. There we go. Alright, we gotta get the rest of these all repaired before accepting that mission. Everything else is in the works, but... Alright, where's my spot here? So, it seems like hypothetically... So we got a 60... 65, 55, 50, 75... This thing should probably go... cold storage. This I'll probably use this as a last resort, but because this is going to get trashed against some of these. Even this is not going to hold up very well. Man, and I need to buy, you know, so I lost a lot of the level 3 stuff there. These need repairs, so I'm still going to spend some money. So we spent only about $500,000 on the loadout stuff, but we got multi-million dollars worth of repairs for these 3. So, man, I got to look around here for a second, see if we can find some replacements. Here's, wow, there's a lot of AC5s. Level 4, no less. Oh, well, that's nice of them. Here's a couple level 3 machine guns for the Warhammer. Okay. Well, that's enough there. How about pilots? No. greedy and awesome mech affinity. That's fantastic. I don't really have an awesome. Oh, really? Hates House Karita. That's interesting. That guy's good on the commando, huh? Not sure that's going to do a whole lot for us yet. Okay, priority transmission, 3 months. So yeah, we're not getting out of this industrial hub without getting these repairs done. All that kind of stuff. So let's go look for the rare ammo things priority here. And then maybe if there's enough to... Ooh, what's this? Okay. Alright, so these are ready. Now let's look at the repairs here. 44 days. Yeah, this is going to hurt. Another 3 mil. Ouch, that's going to hurt. Another, oh, like 9 mil right out the window to repair 3 of those. That hurts. Alright, so the Warhammer's the last one being worked on here. Now, actually, now that they got those machine guns. How am I missing machine gun ammo? Oh, it's because there's no machine guns on it. Okay. Alright. Anything different here to buy? 2 or level 1 machine gun. That's expensive. So we're only going to have 10 mil going into this. It's going to be a bit rough. Or less if I spend on it. The Wolfhound. Yeah, this seemed to me like worse than the Panther. Well, actually, that one's interestingly 5 lasers. That's like a lighter weight version of our Hunchback. All right. Pilots.
I hope your techs know their stuff. I'll be watching.
Looks like something from No Man's Sky.
I hope your techs know their stuff.
Free Worlds League. AC-10. Heavy mech expert. Hands-on learner and vindicator. Meh. Hates House Tavion. Didn't know there was house-specific traits. Okay, nothing to see at this one. Ooh, elite pilot. But let's go here first. If I got time, we'll do that. But okay, so those are being repaired. We're about halfway done here. 73 days left. We're almost out of time. Still repaired. 73 days left, so they'll be repaired before we start at least. If anything, man, I need to get a couple of these, get those upgrades in there, but again, we're running low on money too. Alright, anything else to see here? We may need to spend a lot of extra stuff too to get the cash in the bank as well. Might as well do one in friendly territory instead of hostile out in the field. Alright, nothing there. Ooh, man. It's a level 3. That's one of my favorites. I'm going to buy it anyway. Still going to need the ammo to go with it, though. Alright, let's cycle. Let's see if I'm going to buy a ton of ammo if it's here. There's not that many. Oh, I got 4 at least. Alright, we got redundance there. So the Orion is a 75 for 6, but man, we're running out of money. Thunderbolt is 65. So I think... I was going to say, not the Archer, but I think the Marauder at 75, I think, is probably our highest one right now, tonnage-wise. Okay, let me sell some equipment here. Anywhere I can find some overlap. So, man, a lot of extras in the bottom category. Not much there. 10s, 10 streaks, 5s, 5. Not a lot. So if I have 14 level 2s, I don't need these level 1s. PPC is 1 Bottom rung. Small lasers, I got 2, 13, and 1. Okay, not enough. Four's not a lot of redundance there yet. Man, I don't have a whole lot to sell at this point. Usually I'd let it go for so long. Yikes. Alright, we're walking into this with 8.7 mil, not a ton of pilots, and questionable amount of mechs.
Now, I want to get paid for it.
Banshee. Haven't even seen. Well, I don't even know if we've run into any Banshees yet either. Captain Ray. Down at the bottom there. 27. Cost 315, you know. I don't want it too low in the skill
I
set.
hope your techs know their stuff. I'll be watching.
Alright, we'll add it to
Seems
the
we're on
list.
Same page. Now, where's your hangars?
Where's your hangars? Now, is she asking clothes hangers, or is she asking where the mech hangar is? Okay, I think we're about done here, other than maybe checking this guy out. That's 20 days, so we'll only have about 50 left to select. And there goes another 1.2 million. Ouch. Oh my goodness. We got Elite Hacks stopping in. On YouTube, no less. Says, oh boy, bring on the MechWarrior. Yes, sir. And we're about to head into this like crazy long campaign, too. So, you and Hacks Jr. hanging out watching?
I will be waiting in the ready room, Commander.
This guy. This guy's like going to a rave.
Now, I want to get
I forget what his... I can't see it. I think it's like the mech life or something on the lenses.
I've got a spotless record. Never failed to get a job done and secure a bag. And don't plan to start now.
So we ran into this guy already. So Arena Specialist, Heavy Mech, Point Blank. No, we don't... I'm not going to spend for him. Okay, priority transmission. 53 days left. We're out of funds. We're out of time. Here we go. I guess we'll at least get a head start on the Kestrel Lancer thing here. Episode 1504. So let's go pre... Kestrel Lancer. Guilty as charged. Busted. Yeah, well, we're about to start blowing some stuff up here. A lot of damaged things, so we are ready for some action. That planet itself looks rather charred, crispy. I don't recognize that one. Okay, priority transmission. Here we go. Crazy long campaign. We are going to be in it for an episode or two. And see, we got no other choice to go anywhere else now but depart. Depart from Manassas, duration 54 days. So I think things already repaired. If not, we're good. So this is the guy that we kind of had a little bit, they had a bit of a tiff when we did the training mission. But, of course, I don't really care about all this. Can you get the job done after seeing your performance during Galahad War Games, which was the part we did already. Take your time, prepare your mechs. Yeah, thank you. Can't do that now. You should tell me that before getting underway. Full debrief once we get to Mira. So I think we get the cinematic, and I think this is where we take on the base, like this moon base, all for a political wedding.
Husband,
Yep,
in honor
this
of
one.
our marriage, I give you a regiment of battle mechs and the means to support them in perpetuity.
My love, in honor of our marriage, I give you a vast prize.
Oh, so romantic.
The Capellan Confederation.
Lancers, we have been called to war. Operation Rat is a go. Our objective? To cripple the Confederation's military-industrial complex, to bloody their most fanatic battle mech regiments, and to take their territory for our own, thus securing our borders for our newfound alliance with House Steiner. To do this, all 8 of the Crucis Lancer RCTs have been called upon to take one system, the most vital planet targeted by the Federated Suns, the fortress world of Tikonov.
This one, yep.
Defended by numerous battle mech regiments, a vast network of
This will be
man-made
tough.
fortifications, and one of the most hardened planetary militias of the entire Inner Sphere. For over 600 years, Tikonov has stood as an indomitable Bastille, repelling all who dare to challenge its gauntlet of defenses. But the planet itself is a prize like no other. A fully self-sufficient world virtually untouched by the chaos of the succession wars. Heavily industrialized with an astronomical abundance of natural ore and mineral mining that fuels a booming planetary economy and acts as the foundation for Tikonov's true prize, battle mech factories. Responsible for the manufacturing of large portions of the Capellan Confederation's heavy battle mech forces, and considered to be the lifeblood to the CCAF's war machine. Taking Tikonov and its mech factories from the Confederation will rob them of one of their military's most vital resources and add it to our own. But the defenders of Tikonov are among the most fanatical supporters of the Capellan state. Many of them lifelong residents of the region. Expect them to fight with unparalleled levels of ferocity to defend their homeworld. First Prince Hans Davian has personally charged the Kestrel Lancers with this mission. To break the unbreakable fortress world and claim its mech factories in the name of the Federated Suns. And as God is our witness, we will not misplace the faith that he has put into all of us. We will bend Tikonov and any other Capellan world that stands in our way to our will.
It's so dramatic for being so, like, well, here's all the stuff we get, but here's the real reason of why we should. Like, again, it's strictly a political marriage, and be like, hey, you get this stuff, we get this stuff, and screw the people that we're stomping on in the process. Okay, so it's not going to give us the star map. All I can do is start the mission briefing here. Let's see if I can get a save one more time. So Tikonov, yeah, we'll be here for a sec. Let's see. I guess I'll just keep going with the normal scheme here. Okay, so interesting, like, there's a school here on Tikonov, so I wonder if that goes out the window. 5 pilots eligible, but of course, we've got, like, no money. We're going to need money for repairs like crazy. So I am not bothering putting pilots out for now. So, yeah, this guy's a real straight shooter here. So I want to take a look at the map, because I think this must coincide with all the map changes to the Capellan Confederation. So take a look at that after the fact. But here we go. Yeah, this is the moon base looking one where the factory is. Now this is pretty long. They do give us a mech repair thing partway through. But if I'm going in with the Warhammer here, it's still going to be pretty significant in terms of damage. So if we get 2.4, you know what? We'll bump that down to go for salvage again. I need all the parts I can get, because we're still not getting enough of these lasers and everything. Alright, not going with a fire starter. That's not happening. Where's my Warhammer at? So there's my Warhammer. Oh, no. So my machine guns are... Oh, man. Can I repair this now, and will it delay long enough? Probably not. I may have to go in without the war, or I just... Oh, this is a problem. This is a problem. Yikes. That's the one thing I need to do before getting in there. I can change the loadout. Level 3 machine gun. Right there. Oh, no, no, no. Don't you touch my force. Don't you do that. I was going to say 4 days, but I may not be able to take this thing in, though. Mission starts immediately. Okay. How's the Marauder look? Weak. I'm rolling in with something else, then. Trebuchet's not going to cut it. Let me take the champion. This is going to be an experiment here. You have somebody take an archer. And that puts us at 235. Let's get Laird back in here, wherever she's at. Okay. Let's get our next highest person in here. So that's 25, 17, 34. So actually, Holder's probably the next most competent. Yep. And then this is pretty tight. Okay, at least they're not throwing us into a 400, though. All right, we're winging it. We're winging it.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Reporting. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Destroy all orbital cannons. So we got that. There's going to be a bonus mission to destroying some of their antenna. Oh, you know what? This is not... This is different. Never mind. This one's easier. Okay, we're good. I can handle this one.
Because of this, House Liao has spent generations and
Good.
considerable resources turning Tikonov into one of the
It
most
looks like the
fortified
moon.
systems in the inner sphere, which includes a network of anti-dropship orbital arrays here on Tikonov's first moon, Doria. The
We got a long
Kestrel Lancers
walk.
have been tasked with destroying the arrays and clearing the way for the remaining Lancer regiments to make planetfall. Your strike forces assigned targets have been marked on your HUD. The remaining Kestrel Lancers will be executing similar strikes against targets of their own. Show the second what you are made of, Commander.
So this one's a little bit more of a walk in the park. It's kind of nice, though. This one, I mentioned before, this one was very Mass Effect-esque. You know, especially the first one. We got all the atmospheric stuff, colors going on. We even got some northern lights, surprisingly, here on this one.
Hell of a shot.
Well, I didn't even, I guess I forgot that the champion moves 81, so I'm not moving as slow as my other mechs, but at least I'm not doing the 64 waddle either. 64 clicks an hour, a little too slow. Oh, you know what? New mech. New weapon groups. Alright. All lasers on 1. AC5 on 2. I guess then keep the rest the same. So, nope, take that off. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, do I have to go around a cliff here? Probably.
One of our assigned targets is flying in.
Not now, boss lady. We got cannons to rip apart. That's interesting. All the lasers on the one side.
Planetary defenses like these haven't been made in centuries. Taking and holding them would pull resources away from the invasion. The main objective here is to take Tikonov itself. We can't risk giving the Confederation any more time to dig into their positions on planet. Thinking like that is the reason humanity's seen 300 years of technological regression. All because of these bloody succession wars. Watch your tone, Tech. We have a job to do. We can argue about historical preservation later.
It's interesting that he's even allowed to be on the comm for a live mission.
You're coming up on one of the anti-dropship arrays now, Commander. Only tangle with the defenders if you feel you need to. Once those guns are silenced, the militia will be stranded on this rock anyways. We have a long war ahead of us, so be sure not to take on any
There's one.
unnecessary risks. Anti-dropship batteries are active. Take them out.
That had to sting.
There we go. I mean, one of the things this game does so well in terms of scale is when you're standing next to these things, the fact those are so big that causes your screen to shake, even though you're already living in this monstrous mechanical object. I've got nothing to like accelerate this process. So I'm like, be like, see ya. I'm not sticking around. Can I walk into these things? Nope, they won't let me walk through them. I'll just have to circle around. Make them chase me.
That will leave a mark.
Alright, enough of the heat critical. Hit the rest of these at long range, now that it should be partially done. Oh, I do not have any AC-5 rounds.
Showing all targets at this facility destroyed.
You're not very bright there, tough guy. Now they're destroyed. Now we have to split into the next one. I think there's some other intercept thing that happens because I'm not stopping to fight all those other guys. Yeah, what's all this mess?
Target acquired.
Oh, it's like Space Invaders. Oh, there's a Igor.
Matches the class of beetle we're after.
Got it.
Take it out.
Alright, where are we going here?
Target down.
I guess this champion is for Southpaws. All the lasers on the left-hand side. It's kind of disorienting since I'm using the right trigger and those are all on the left. Alright, make a door. I'm gonna do it on missiles. I got enough missiles, I think.
Target acquired.
There's one.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
There's a wasted ballistic round. ECM. See, we got some more people hanging out on YouTube. Glad to have everybody here. Feel free to throw any questions or comments if need be. Sometimes I get a little lax and don't always keep the radio silence away. Alright, we are almost there. I think, until they throw another curveball at us. Alright, last one, maybe. 2 AC-5 rounds left. 1 AC-5 round left. Boom.
Command, Kestrel Lancer is reporting all installations destroyed. You are clear for approach.
We read you, Marshal Davian. Return to your dropships and prepare your
Yep, I think they
forces for
improved.
planetfall.
Yep.
We'll see you on the ground.
Acknowledged. All stations, move to designated evac points on the double. We have an invasion to get to.
And they gotta run us all the way back there. Yeah, they definitely upgraded all the character icons and stuff in the last DLC or system update that they did. Hey, that's somebody on my team. I didn't check for jump jets. I do not have jump jets. Crunch. Alright, there we go. There's one down. Of like a 10 mission sequence here.
Out of here. Marshal Davion wants us planetside with the rest of the Lancers ASAP.
Quit wailing on me while I'm in the exfil zone.
Beetle on approach.
Oh, now she said something. Alright, there we go. At least we get 2.8. Minus the damage, of course. So our only option is a Jenner, but man, they better... No, they're not giving us much out of this. Damage coverage was 2.3 just by doing 2 blocks. That's overkill. Alright, I guess we'll take everything I can find here, which is not much. I'll take the level 2s, though. Yuck. Guess I gotta sell all that. But honestly, even it seemed like I took more damage, but for only 24k, that's not a lot. Alright, so it's good that the Warhammer's still on reserve for like some of these longer missions. A solid salvo. But war's just getting started. It's going to be a marathon. Never overcommit to a single battle if it means that we'll lose the war. Yeah. That's what it means. So if your mechs are in need of repair, be sure to get your techs started immediately, even if they won't be ready for the next deployment. Getting repairs in the queue might be the difference. Yes. Yeah, that's the literal explanation of what's going to be happening here. Okay, so... Tikonov part 1 and 2. So this might be taking out some other stuff on the ground, so we may not yet be taking on the facility. I probably want to save just in case here. Yeah, so I'm not even going to commit. I don't even want to commit the Warhammer to this yet either. Alright, let's do another save. Yeah, some of this does have a little bit more ease with foresight, but obviously that's not always available first time through. Okay. Mission. Continue. Yeah, see, because they're showing the biome of the ground, I think it's either the urban one or we're going to be going through the jungle and the valleys. Yeah, so they cover 1.9 mil just off of one of those. Let's not do that. Let's go all salvage and all cash. Yeah. Oh, let's get repairs started, though. When's the next mission? When's the mission deploy here? Oh, less than a day. Ugh, yuck. Okay. Well, let's get repairs started, like he said. Yeah, let's roll out with secondary crew. So that's 7 days. That's we'll get a break to do repairs when they fly us from one location to the next, but obviously we're on one planet at the moment. We're not gonna have that luxury just yet. Okay, ooh, let's get this thing fixed too if it's missing something. Is it missing ammo? Oh, I didn't even notice that. Okay. And it's already tapped out though, so let's go. Good thing I caught that. Give me 2 days. Alright, I guess we'll have to see what we can get done with what remains here. Cantina. 3 spiders. So 2.8. I don't know if I have 3 spiders. Yeah, not running any of the others yet either. Let's leave that alone. Okay. Question is, what am I taking? I'll try the trebuchet. This may not necessarily go so well. He can have his catapults. Do I give her the rifleman or let's give her the marauder? You know, the rifleman? Perfect, 250. Okay. Lasers and Gauss. Yeah, she's not strong on ballistics. This is all laser. I forgot. I gotta watch that AMS. Make sure that AMS doesn't get jacked. This is gonna be kind of ugly for me using the trebuchet. Gotta watch the overheating. Okay, here we go. 15 days. Can't wait 15 days. Oh, the mission length is less than a day. Huh? Oh. Well, in that case, if I can actually run with something else in there, I'll take the Hunchback. Okay. Let's do that. I guess we do see, there we go. We had at least a small gap in between. So that means things will be ready if that plan doesn't work. At least better shape than they would be otherwise. Okay, kill the entrenched grenadiers and destroy Captain Smirnov. I do not remember which one this is. Oh, this is an open one.
Regiments have been assigned to take cities adjacent to regional spaceports to secure our foothold within the system. While the 6th and 8th Crucis RCT makes an advance on the
capital city of
Tigress. We have been assigned
I know which one this is.
to hold the mining city of Gizhiga and its small spaceport high in the Kazan mountain range. Our fighters report that they have inflicted heavy casualties against the Ariana Grenadiers defending the region, pushing them back into the city itself. Their remaining Op-4 and some planetary militia have held themselves up in the city and have refused to surrender to our forces. So we've been ordered to move against them and clear them out. Taking out all Grenadier forces should force the Tikonov militia to surrender. So Grenadier IFFs will be highlighted as primary targets on your HUD. Our best estimate is that there is roughly a company's worth of active Grenadiers in the city that we will need to clear out. So let's get to work, Lancers.
Here you can see this, we have the giant shoulder piece. Alright, so I really gotta watch overheating this and make sure I don't miss. Should be able to route stuff, but I got nut. Go for the headshot, go for the headshot. Its torso went down.
It looks like that mech had some valuables on it. Go over and pick it up. Let's see if there's anything we can use.
Alright, so there's the Captain Smirnov.
Nice to have some extra ballistics.
So we should be able to take out whoever's here, then we gotta go up into the hill. Now, I don't know if I need to split the lasers here or not, because, I mean, it is helpful to hit with, like, 7 at a time.
Isn't it against the Ares conventions to attack cities housing civilian populations? The Ares conventions were renounced at the beginning of the First Succession War, and even if they were still ratified, the Grenadiers taking refuge in the city would still constitute a military target under the conventions. I don't like it any more than you do. Urban combat is dirty work, but in this case, the Grenadiers are forcing our hand. If we crush their main body, the hope is that their remaining forces should capitulate to us. But the Grenadiers are fanatical supporters of the Capellan state, so it's anyone's guess as to what they will do. Let's hope their compassion for their people exceeds their desire to draw out this engagement any longer.
I thought for some reason there was stuff off to the side here, but I know we ended up going to the city, and then... Yeah, it looks like... Okay, so Smirnov was the part 1, the Grenadiers are part 2. I don't know if we can take any of the blue bots with us. Oh, who's that? Well, that was a complete miss. Let's keep that thing from chasing us as we go up the mountain. Yeah, that ought to do the trick. 8 lasers to the face. Alright, here we go. So I have had to redo this part a couple times, so let's see if experience makes this one a little more friendly. Without the textures loaded in, the street looks a little bit like water there. Alright, so we're going to have these guys sneak up on us here. Try to play the long game.
They're using the inner city as cover. All Lancer forces advance into the city and flush them out.
We've got an enemy mech approaching. Get ready to cut it down.
Duh. Alright, gonna try to not engage too many at the same time here. Alright, quit hiding behind stuff. Chickens. Oh, they come around the side on me. Alright, we'll just remove your cover. We'll do it that way. Woo! Fireworks! Yeah! It only took about 2 hits in that situation. Okay. Not a problem. He can come back down. Alright, you're not even hit yet. Where'd the other one go? Let it go?
Target acquired.
Or just burn it to the core? Yeah, you can't get quick firing sequence. I got them all tagged to go off at the same time here. Oh, the other one's back. That thing's got nothing left on it, though. Oh, whoa, I'm screwed. I just lost everything. I've got a small laser left. I lost the entire battery. Okay, we'll go bite your ankles. Yeah, this is why I keep having to redo this one. Otherwise, I'll have to borrow one of the others, which not too big of a deal on this one. Just depends on the quality of the lasers lost. There's one. Means I gotta have the bots do a lot of work here. Oh, I still have a medium too. Okay, I'm good. I have 2 weapons to cycle. Oh, I can punch him in the back too. There we go. Got him. Like, can I get some repairs up in this?
Grenadier forces, you have fought bravely for your cause, but the battle is lost. Surrender and no further harm will come to you or Gizhiga.
At least I got the other bots working with me too. Done. In an urban, when your urban's your last stand, you got a problem. Bonk. I don't even use the fist very often here, but kind of a last resort.
Kestrel Lancers, finish the fight.
We got done before they were done yakking.
Ariana Grenadier forces have been neutralized. Commander, secure your position and prepare.
What are they still shooting at?
With any luck, the other 7 Lancer regiments meet with similar success.
A little on the costly side. Yeah, 4 million payout's pretty nice. And we could even take a decent mech. But, well, have to take out the lasers as replacements, though. Ooh. Maybe you can get the replacements and a mech. So it says I have these Panthers and I've got 2 of the Vindicators already. I guess, well, I'm going to take the better Panther and see if I can get 4 lasers. What else? I guess we're low on jump jets for those. Well, that'll have to do. So I took 760 and still covered just by doing one. Drop something. I didn't get the bonus one. What the heck? I picked up whatever dropped off the other guy. Why didn't that qualify? I didn't even see the bonus thing there. I don't think that's quite worth going after. Or reloading it just for that. Okay. We're, so what's the next mission briefing here? So there's a part 3. This might be the big facility here, so this could run us a little long, but we'll at least take a crack at it. So due in 2 days, our quarterly payment of 1.4. Gotta survive through the initial here. So let's get repairs going. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, they're doing okay with the other stuff we gave them. Me, however... Oh, and then check that out. So I only lost level 1 lasers because the bots usually drive this. So that's actually not bad. If I boost that to level 2s, and they're going to get crunched. This will conclude in 42... This work order in 42, exceeding 11 days of the deployment time. Yeah, so it's not going to be available. That's understandable. So that will not be available again for at least initial. Okay. Panther here needs to go to cold storage. And is there anything else I want to do to upgrade, which is likely going to need to be this? So I got medium lasers, medium machine guns. That's as good as this is going to get. This thing needs more armor. Oh, you know, now's not the time to be putting the upgrade on, because the upgrade is going to take like 3 months. And obviously I don't have 3 months within the mission to do this. If I were to go extra ammo, but that's only going to increase the chance of getting lit on fire. I don't think I can do anything to improve my survivability with that one. Everything else should be good, though. Okay. When in doubt, save. Okay. Episode 15. Alright, well that would be kind of cool if we get Tikonov knocked out. Then we'll do all the the really difficult stuff after that. If we can get through this. So... the Crucis attempt to capture him. Bad weather. Yeah, see... what kind of biome is this? Installation capture before the CCF are able to get... take this facility, cut the legs out. So I think this is it. Maybe not. Tourmaline Desert, I might be wrong. Well, we're about to find out. So let's go singular damage cover. Actually, they're giving us damage coverage anyway. Forget that. Oh, and I'll salvage then. I'll salvage all cash. Yeah. Let's make sure we're walking out of here with stuff we can use. Okay, so I can't use this thing. Let's bring the Warhammer in. Hopefully I don't need it yet, but... that puts us at 270, so catapult is okay. So we're running a little heavy here, so let's bring her back down to... the Dragon's got a problem here. It's missing some stuff. Maybe get rid of the champion. There, bingo, 255. On the money. Alright, so it could be premature for me to use the Warhammer, but can always reload. This should start us in a canyon. It does. Okay, yep. Okay, good.
Capital of Tigress has surrendered. Strategic Director Pavel Ridzik has fled the system, and the primary earthworks manufacturing facilities in Tigress have fallen under our control. But the fight is not over. Davian intelligence has tracked the remaining Liao defenders to a hidden earthworks mech assembly plant and storage facility close to our forward operating base. Our mission is to finish the fight. Eliminate all Liao defenders.
Thanks, Master Chief.
Secure the earthworks production site. Kestrel Lancers, advance.
Commander, the entire 2nd Crucis is on deck for this mission. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Support our allies and clear the field. There is no telling what we'll encounter once we reach the targeted facility.
Target acquired.
So this is the correct one. If anything, this is the one I want the Warhammer for.
Target destroyed.
Again, provided I don't run into premature torso destruction.
Target destroyed.
Because we're going to have opposition up the front ramp. opposition inside, and then lots of stuff, almost like a gauntlet and boss stuff at the end, though.
Target destroyed.
Of course, they shove you into a cannon so they can do their dialogue or monologue the whole time. Might as well save my machine guns.
Target destroyed.
So around the bend here, we should be facing the entryway to the facility. Of course, yeah, now we're doing the 64K crawl here. The champion was moving slower. The Hunchback, I couldn't remember. I wasn't paying attention to what that was moving at. Didn't feel as slow, but could have been me. They're going to have a little bonus objective for hitting that thing right at the top of the building.
We're engaging now.
Engaging
To the
now.
outer perimeter, encountering large amounts of static defenses. I've identified the turret's control center, marking it on the HUD now. If there is anyone with jump capabilities, we may be able to silence those turrets all at once.
I don't know if I can get up there. What are you guys coming back to me for? You're supposed to be the meat puppets. Oh yeah, you can't let it get destroyed.
We've got a contact. Hostile mech. Should be easy work.
Target acquired.
That's what you say now. Oh boy, I'm running up, taking point here.
Your forces are free to approach.
Oh, do we get it? I guess we got the blind. Somebody got with the blind fire, unless my stuff counted.
Incoming missile.
Well, as long as you're stuck on something, I'm gonna keep shooting you. Keep moving. Oh, I could have left him in there. Don't you take that torso. There's Grasshopper. Okay, Grasshopper's down. Oh, he's punching me. Oh, now it's...
Son of a bitch, Commander.
Ugh. See, that torso component goes every single time.
Leave a mark.
Oh,
We have breached the facility's perimeter.
so the turret generator should have been up there.
Additional hostiles both inside and outside the facility. Commander Mason, you will secure the interior. Do your best to preserve as much of the facility as possible. A working mech production facility is much too valuable to destroy. All remaining Lancers, fan out and secure the exterior of this facility. Make sure no Liao forces escape.
Oh, behind me.
Battle mech is marked for destruction.
I think everything on this mission is marked for destruction. Well, or not, it counts or something.
Target mech neutralized.
There we go. Alright. Cool, that actually would complete the fire starter one if we get it done. Alright. We got the whole crew of meat puppets here. As long as I can keep them ahead of me, I don't have to... Oh, I did take some damage already. I already lost one of the machine guns. Dang it. I didn't lose the structure, but apparently the components themselves are toast. Alright, we got some hostiles in here.
Blimey, those are cataphracts. One of the first new battle mechs designs in centuries. Yes, between the Raven and the Cataphract, House Liao has been the only great house other than House Steiner to produce brand new mech designs since the start of the Succession Wars. Even with it being mostly cobbled together by recycling components from other mechs, it's still an impressive battle mech, which is why it is imperative that we minimize the damage to this facility.
84%, we're doing alright. Now I got some stuff on the hill here, I think. Or, oh yeah. We'll mix it up here.
Target spider.
Oh, they got it. Okay. Well, all right. Then I don't need to stop and circle here. Stuff overhead, though.
That target's a heap.
Here's opposition. As long as he ain't looking at me, I don't care. Uh-oh. Just trying to think if I need to go take chance on an ammo explosion there, but looks like I'm not on fire. Oh, that might... Wait. Champion waddling like 3 miles behind. Oh, yeah, I do have some fire going on inside here. We still gotta go up around the bend before we get to the repair thing. And I know we got a couple more hostiles between now and then. I think we got like 3 lightweights coming here. Guy's looking a little green.
I am Marshal Jackson Davian of the 2nd Crucis Lancers. In the name of First Prince Hans Davian and the Federated Sons, we are here to commandeer this facility. Stand down and surrender, and no further harm will come to you or...
Knuckle dragger. Oh, there's one red. He's getting hit. Alright, let them take care of him. Yep, I lost something else in there.
Clear out the remaining enemy forces as fast as you can. They will most likely attempt to sabotage the facility rather than see it fall into our hands. Commander, our mission is to capture this complex in functional condition. Check your
Alright,
fire
I'm
on
still
these
in the red.
targets and eliminate any enemies you encounter ASAP.
Still got to get down this, I think, the hill. After another 90-degree turn, I got to get to the repair station. I don't think I'll get the weapons back, because it doesn't keep that arm from getting blown off. Oh, Phoenix Hawk jumping on my head. Oh, we got another one this way. Small stuff kicking too. There goes, torso gone. He wants to jump on me. What was that bot trying to do? Knee him in the crotch? Oof. Yeah, that bot looks a little useless. Sharp turns. Yeah, see, there's the repair station right there. Couldn't quite make it.
Make use of them while you can, Commander. No telling what we will face deeper into this facility.
Boo. I think it can only take stuff that's partially done. Yeah, so I got everything back except the arm. So if I use a second one, now, of course, you can do 4 players here. It'd be nice to like have every actual person do it, but... Okay, cool. So it did replace or repair armor and structure. I wasn't sure if it only did one or the other. But of course it can't do anything about stuff that's already been lost. Factory's at 52%. That's not good. So we got a downhill approach, and then we got a boss section to the right. Not a boss section, but we got a few larger mechs to take out on the way. Right, you guys take on the small. Oh, he just like ran right into me. Well, he's right underneath you. There we go. I think that's all three of those. I still got three of the other generic bots rolling. Posse rolling 8 deep. Or 4, or 7. Could always go back and use those other two, but I mean, it doesn't seem like you should need to being this close to the end. Get out of the way. There we go. So, secondary don't let it get destroyed.
I'm reading multiple mech reactor activations in your vicinity, Commander. Watch yourself.
Yep, says the end here.
Substantial damage has been inflicted to the mech production lines, Commander. We need to ASAP before this facility is unusable.
It went from 51 to 50, pal. Don't get your panties in a twist. Divide them up a little bit here. That shouldn't have had much left. They're all like following me rather than like watching the stuff that's shooting them right in the back. Yo, Atlas, keep moving. Gave you a chance. He's done.
On behalf of the Federated Sons, I accept your surrender. All Crucis Lancer forces, stand down. Mission accomplished.
There's nothing else to do. I'm stepping on stuff. Oh, cool. So we got that one out of the way. And that cost me another level 3 machine gun. Maybe we can get that back. All right, three out of that. Yeah, so they put the cataphracts out there, which I can't really do anything with. Now, I might as well take this stuff, the countermeasures. We don't see that very often. Oh, they're not giving us anything, though. Look at that. That's all junk. That's terrible. Okay, so we'll take the trebuchet, the EW stuff, and I got 1 point left. La-di-da. Okay. Take another jump jet. Yep, I took the most damage on that one. So I'm getting up to 44 out of 60 and trying to catch up to my subordinates, who should not outrank me. Everything else pretty minimal. Mission accomplished. Oh, and they're going to give us a cataphract anyway. Okay, excellent. Yeah, even though I don't like it, it's like at least it'll be another heavy to help with the road ahead. Cool. I think that's the end of the Tikonov portion. If so, we'll probably save the rest for next time. Well, at least we can get some repairs and other things going. Alright, job rewards. Kill 4 fire starters. Excellent. There's another 1.2. We'll need it. So now we're actually going to depart to another planet. So that's going to give us some repair time if it were needed. But thankfully kind of got that reasonably balanced out that time. Okay, so the trebuchet is not looking so hot. Let's go into cold storage. Yeah, that's putting us up to 1.7 after getting the cataphract. So what is this? Oh, it's only another 70, so that's only mediocre. So it's got 4 lasers, a PPC, and an AC-10. That's okay. We can let the bots play with that if we need to. So let's get everything else started here. 32. 8. Yeah, 117. So 2 medium. Oh, it's actually the medium lasers that went down. So I lost. Ah, man. Losing my good lasers. So 26 days. At least that should be done en route. Okay, so the good thing is, I think since we started with, what, about 7 to 8 million left, and we're actually back up to 16, and only 1.5 in the quarterly, we're doing okay here. Now, these guys need to start getting a little more organized here, so I need to start putting my hero stuff together, I think, so it's not that one. Let's try to get this a little more rearranged here. I used to do based on ones I would pilot versus others, but actually maybe I'll still do that a little bit. So I think like the hero mech should go over here. And I try to put them in descending order. So that's the hero one. That's hero. That is also a hero one. So this, if anything, should go down here. So mediocre. Well, the boring micromanagement part of this. So this probably is, well, it is heavier than the Shadowhawk. Wolverine is also a hero mech. This one is not, so it's not one that I'd pilot, but I can... No, actually... Whoa. This actually works out. So I would pilot the Firestarter, the Hunchback, and the Shadowhawk, and then the bots can do this. So this is non-hero, 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 hero, hero, Jenner... Yeah, there's a piece of junk. That over there. Non-hero, hero, non-hero. So I got a mix up there as well. But it's not too bad. We're at 1.5. I think we were up to like 3 or 4 million a quarter previously. Let's see if there's anything we need here. Level 2 large laser. Well, might as well get a backup. And I'll find needed two lasers. Machine gun, not enough, but need my good stuff. So an archer, we've already got the hero, or one of the hero archers. We already got a hero catapults. Grasshopper for 6. This is probably where I always pick it up because it's one of the better 70s. I like it because it still has jump jets, heavy laser capacity. It's tall, so you can see over stuff. Its armor's usually solid. You know what? I'm going to pick this one up as well before we get out of here. Oh, we're in layout area. Okay. So let me outfit this thing before we fly out. So instead of level 1s, how many 2s? I got plenty of 2s. Large, since I just picked one of those. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give it to level 3. We got 3 of those. The LRM, however, we got a couple going up to 5. I can give it a 3. Okay, so that's got decent armor. Decent firepower. Okay, so comparatively, like the... That's a little broken, but so the Warhammer's only a 76. You know, I'm trying to think what's got better attack power. The Hunchback's at like in the 90s here almost. When not repaired, 78. The Shadowhawk's unfortunately too much of a glass cannon. This one needs a repair, doesn't it? And that one's not super strong. Even this Archer's at 118. I should be fielding that. Even this in vanilla mode is 60. Actually, you know what? Do I have better? If I've got... You know what? No, the bots can keep using that in vanilla mode. Okay. That's as good as we're going to get for the time being there. So let's... Well, I guess we'll depart in 64 days, so everything should be ready. So I know some of the upcoming missions involve ground-side communication disruption.
Wave 3 of Operation Rat has begun. From here, the Crucis Lancers will divide and conquer a number of systems, securing our grip of the Tikonov commonality. The second and third Crucis Lancers' next assignment is to take the world of Tigress. Boasting one of the highest standards of living and well-educated populaces in all of the Capellan Confederation, Tigress has acted as a cultural center and brain trust of the Capellan state for centuries. Bringing Tigress to heel will consolidate the Federated Sun's might throughout the Terran corridor, and further secure our hold of vital jump ship routes into the Lyran Commonwealth. Its conquest will also rob House Liao of a major population center containing some of the Capellan state's brightest minds and wealthiest families, hampering the Confederation for generations. Given the system's wealth and nobility, House Liao has stationed significant defenses on Tigress. With only 2nd and 3rd battalions assigned to this invasion, we should expect to encounter stiff resistance to our occupation, as we will not be able to rely on the same amount of support that we received on Tikonov. But always remember, the Lancers have already done what not even the Star League could do. We took the unconquerable world of Tikonov. Compared to that, there is nothing that Tigress can throw at us that we haven't already faced before.
Must have done so on a holiday. I really want to wait now, but I know we got people watching still, and I could probably go for a little bit longer here. Because this is going to start off a whole new chain. And I know there's multiple parts. I think in the first one we start out in a valley, and then we still got to break out into the section where we take out the comms. So I guess it depends on which part's first here. Once planned site, you advance all the way to nav point, reach our planned location, clear out potential hostiles. Yeah, so I think we got the tougher one first. Alright, also what we got room for in the cantina. Collect 2 ravens. Oh, man. Gauss stuff for machine gun tier 2s, which is stuff I have. I got... Kill 3 demolishers. Man, I'd have to give up my good machine gun stuff. You kidding me? I mean, if I got a surplus, maybe. I got 15. We'll do it. That's easy change. Plus, to build the Gauss for the rifleman's not a bad idea. Okay, so let's add this one. It's only going to give us 152,000, though. That sucks. And I can't add that one till this is done. Yeah, we need to help keep that one going anyway. Okay, add another job. 3-hole demolishers, not that complicated. Oh, and this will get us the AMS stuff. So that stuff's good because it's a little harder to find. I don't think we got 2 ravens, but either way. Oh. Do we? No, we haven't picked up any ravens yet. I think we fought one. I haven't had a chance to collect any though. Yoicks. Okay. Oh, good. Get some replacements going here too. Oh, by one that I replaced. Alright, so small lasers, definitely on the level 3. We'll take all the level 2s. Lasers, yeah, might as well do the same. So we're still at 9.8. No LB10X. Good thing I haven't rolled that out yet. Try to keep that from getting wrecked. Okay. So they got anything for sale? Oh, now they're throwing some heavies in there, knowing we might need them later. So we already got archers covered. Battlemaster. Finally, there's the Battlemaster, which one of my faves. That's the 10 points over, 15 points over the Warhammer. Look at all that laser battery goodness. I mean, it's got hard points for 6 mediums, 2 machine guns. So, I mean, it's no fire starter, of course, but even having 2 machine guns is good. A little bit of SRM and then the PPC, which, again, could be another laser. If you're so inclined. I kind of the Black Knight Hero one looks really cool, but the Black Knight hasn't done a whole lot for me. I think the problem is, I don't know if it's its defense, because, I mean, there's a 120-point difference between the Battlemaster and the Black Knight. Well, I guess there's 10 tonnage difference, too. But for some reason, it just doesn't seem strong enough, unless it's just because I don't leverage the heavier laser points or something. Man, I do want to be able to buy this, but we got money going out the window here. If it's still here when we get back, I'll buy it after the mission's done. I guess we'll do that as the plan. Alright, so we are just about ready. So we have moved from Tikonov to Tigress. Alright, hitting the ground. Visibility, poor. Okay, so they're still covering us 1.5 damage, so I really don't need that. Let's go all salvage and all cash. Then we can afford a Battlemaster. Alright, I'm not sure if I like this configuration, though, so if I'm not going into the Warhammer, I'd rather have my Grasshopper, now that it's been outfitted. And that's 255 out of 265. She was previously using the Dragon, but it looks like I got Dragon problems here. Let's give her the Marauder. We're over. And this... You know, I guess she can stick with the Champion. So I think that puts us on point. Nope, we're 10 under. Champion's at 60, so I can only go up to 70 here. Well, I guess if I did that, I could bring the other one down. Oh, here's a 70. Here, use the generic Cataphract. Thank you very much. Break out the quality merchandise for this one. Sarcasm. Alright, here we go. So we gotta take on some enemies this, then we gotta try to keep these from getting too destroyed here. In the valley.
On Tigress is a heavy concentration of the system's populace.
Alright, new mech, new weapon groups. So, lasers on 1. We're good there. I don't have ballistics, so large on 2. Okay, I don't need to change anything, actually.
Around a number of townships and cities known locally as Suga Chongshi, the 4 cities. We've made planetfall 40 clicks north of our main objective, shielded by a small but dense forest known as Yorlor's Grove, while the 3rd has made planetfall in the Granite Field Mountains to the east of our objective. We are each set to advance on the city from both directions and attempt a pincer attack to claim the 4 cities. Tread carefully. While Tigress is not the fortress world that Tikonov was, we will not have the luxury of having the full might of all 8 Lancer regiments on our side. For this campaign, it's just us and the 3rd, so watch each other's backs and don't do anything reckless.
So the tough thing here is the Grasshopper is nice and tall, but it's still rather slow.
Do we have any intel on our Op 4?
It's got a nice open frame, though, too.
And current intruders have been stationed on Tigress for years with direct support from Laurel's Legion, a mercenary battalion with direct ties to the ruling family of Tigress. Beyond that, we have no intel on if those units are stationed here at full strength or only have a handful of battalions stationed here on garrison duty. So our best estimates range from 1 to 3 regiments worth of hostiles in system. That's quite a range, sir. All the more reason to tread carefully, MechWarrior. Continue to follow the Mark Nav point route to our planned...
Must be using Rihanna's intel department. Well, they gave us a slip again.
Send out recon squads to see what is what.
Well, they're marching right in. Yeah, this thing doesn't turn on a dime, guys. Ooh, cabbage. Jellyfish cabbage.
I'm getting some heavy sensor disruption. Could be the Liao scouting our formations.
Or it could be ravens hiding in the bush. They just like trample all the trees. As I say, #1 source of deforestation, MechWarriors. The whole tree just went down.
I have multiple heavy contacts lighting up across the board.
Heavy.
Identifies them as Kerr's intruders, Liao's premier assault regiment. All Lancers, weapons free.
Come on out to play. So I don't have quite the offensive capacity here in this one. Using a large laser is a little bit more different.
Looks like those ravens weren't scouting our forces, but screening the intruders' numbers.
Why am I reading Davian serial codes on these hostiles?
The Confederation lost much of their domestic assault mech production back in the Second Succession War. Kerr's intruders makes up for that by fielding large amounts of Davian salvage. Just focus on their IFF signatures.
Easier said than done with all of this sensor jamming.
Target acquired.
Yeah. Thing's limping. It's still, there it goes. A little awkward space to try to navigate all those. My clunky grasshopper. Alright, so we kind of got this gauntlet thing going on here. Then they'll move us to the next... Oh, yeah.
Damn it! My sensors are all over the place. We can't shoot straight with all this interference. Someone take those ravens out.
There's the heavies they're talking about.
Charger.
Hostile mech incoming.
Oh, boy. Of course, the blue guys are all stuck now.
A charger just chewed through my torso with a large bore autocannon.
That must be one of those new variants whipped up by Hellspawn Industries. Focus on taking them down quickly. Those are carrying more than just pop-cap lasers and can be quite lethal up close. Approach them with caution.
I'm gonna shoot him in the back. Ooh, that looks nasty. I can't see. Oh, there's more than one though. Oh, and I lost an arm. I lose missiles when I lose. Close for missiles, that's why. There we go. So do I have to go back for something? Yeah, those blue guys are still fighting something all the way in the back. Survive the ambush. Headed to the tail end of this, but yeah, there's a bunch of them that are going to swarm us here in a second. That was more than one. Just going to keep walking.
Mech has been dispatched.
There we go.
Destroyed.
Just See, I mean, other than me losing the arm, I mean, this is still holding up way better than the Warhammer. Warhammer's like got the constitution of a soccer player. Or, excuse me, pro soccer player, anyway. Alright, let me go. Well, which do I want first? I don't know. I lost another arm. Oh, I'll lose more parts, maybe. I got no arms to swing at him. What's going on out there?
One final push should be all we need. The intruders might have gotten the jump on us, but we are not out of this fight.
So now it's a little goofy here. There's like a completion trigger, but I don't know if it's necessary from taking the enemies out or for just reaching a position. Seemed like there was like a named person or something, but I don't know for sure. Or jellyfish cabbage. Do I run it or do I fight it? Of course, I'm the only one that's taking damage again. I think I gotta... I'm gonna run it. So there's a lot here. Yeah, of course the ECM is lighting everything up too. Because there's no actual way out of here. But I don't remember it being based on just number of enemies to terminate either. Kick it. I guess since everything else is healthy, as long as, you know, even if I have to use one of the bots, I can. This one's already missing an arm. Alright, those two are done. Done.
Nice shot, Commander.
Oh, there's still one more on the left here. Ah, it's running up around the hill. Too much chasing. Poof. All right, do we clear it?
Finish off whatever stragglers you can find, but let the rest of them go. The third is counting on us to be in position for our joint assault. We need to save our manpower for the fight ahead. Continue along to the marked nav points. We still need to reach and secure our forward operating base.
That was the goofy part. He doesn't give you another...
We took a beat,
Oh.
but crippling Kurds intruders takes a key Liao assault battalion off the board. You've provided a great service to House Davian this day. This should
There's
make
no
it
nav
easy
point
for
out of the
elite
box
warrior
canyon.
troops easier.
Alright, if I recall correctly, now we're headed into the city, and that means fire starter time. I think I've literally zipped through, machine gunned everything, and then hightailed it out of there. So if I can do that real quick, I think we'll try to pull that off too. So there's 3.2. 18 points doesn't give us a whole lot, other than blackjacks here. Look at all these countermeasures. Why is it all heat sinks? Seriously? That's the only parts we got off all those things that we wrecked. So if I take the bottom one here, it'd still have room for 2 of these. So let's take that. One of the countermeasures, one of the probes. Yeah, still only took 400k in damage. Alright, so start repairs first. Oh, yeah, that's... well, yeah, get rid of that, because that's affecting our costs there. A lot of level 2s there. Okay, so hypothetically... Oh, I did say if we had enough, I could buy the Battlemaster now. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. I can always reload if I screw up. So still have 4. That's going to cost us another 2. As long as we get enough money for repairs and the quarterly after this one. But I don't need that for this mission particularly. There's a large laser. That's a level 2 though. Okay. Mega City morning. Alright, so let's get the save going. Alright. Okay, now we're ready. So yeah, no damage coverage if they're still being generous. Alright, and cash. They're just not giving us anything good, though, that's for sure. Okay, fire starter time. Where's it at? There we go. It's not even the good one yet. Okay, mission starts in 30 days, so they're going to give us plenty of time to recover everything anyway. Let's not be till the later ones where I really had more of an issue. Alright, these guys, roll another dragon. Who's the laser expert? I think he was the laser expert. Let's actually give him the hunchback. The marauder. I'm way under. Actually, I might as well keep that out there then. Actually, I don't even need to bring down if all this stuff's repaired. I guess let's leave it. Get a little extra tonnage by doing the marauder since I'm doing the fire starter, but that's not really necessary. Okay. Quick destruction time.
Enemy units detected. We got a fight coming our way.
Not for long.
Davian, Lao forces are making their move. You're clear to make your play.
Roger, Marshal Pedroza. Okay, Commander. Our brothers in the 3rd Crucis are now defending a Liao counteroffensive. While they hold Confederation forces at bay, we're clear to make
This is not the one I thought it was.
cities. The region is dependent on a number of large fusion generators that power the
Yeah, this is the
entire
reactor
grid
one.
from a centralized power plant. In order to minimize civilian casualties, we want your
I gotta
units to
still
move
rush
quickly
this if
and
this is gonna work.
neutralize these generators. Make your way to the marked nav point and destroy all the marked generators.
Quit getting hung up on stuff.
Blockade the city and draw out existing defenders. Good luck, Commander.
Something don't sit right with me. Won't taking out the fusion generators just lead to more suffering for these people?
We consider this our most humane option. Our hope is to avoid the potential bloodshed of 2 whole mech regiments descending into the city to defend it. By having a single lance take out the generators, we're hopeful that Mandrissa Laurel will surrender her world to prevent more bloodshed.
There's the power plants, Commander. Let's get to work.
Yeah, we gotta drill into all these.
Jackson, help the Ritsu and Legion mech forces have broken through our lines. We need help immediately.
Damn it! Jesse, I'm rerouting our heavy battalion to assist. They should be at your location in 15 minutes. Try to hold out till then. Commander, I need to break our blockade to help the 3rd, so be advised. Enemy reinforcements may break through.
Marshal Davian, this is 3rd Cruises Command. Infantry from House Haritsu have broken into the rear line and are attacking our command centers. We're putting up resistance.
Some of these are like way up there.
Requesting 2nd Lancer's unit to reinforce.
Jesse, our forces are already committed to our assault on the 4 cities. Deviating from the mission plan could throw the entire attack into disarray. Request denied.
Jackson, my command center. It's been hit by heavy autocannon fire. Heavy infantry raided our headquarters very shortly afterwards. They got our MIIO code books.
No! God damn it all! If the Mascaros can decrypt those code books, they could completely compromise Operation Rat.
Second.
I guess you should have thought about that.
Tied down. Marshal Davian. Jackson, I'm sorry.
Marshal Petrosa! Jesse! Shit, we've lost comms. Commander, I'm rerouting.
Alright, what's left here?
Rihanna, I'm appointing you operational commander of this mission. Finish this, then fall back to our position.
Understood, Marshal. Good hunting.
Leave it to Davian's dogs to threaten innocent people's livelihood in order to take one of theirs. We'll make you regret attacking our home planet.
Hostile transport ship coming in.
Is that it?
Component lost.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Mech neutralized.
Oh, one more up top there.
Ready to start pickup operation.
Alright, that's the last one. We're going to be okay.
To put that ammo to good use.
Excuse me, you're in the way.
All targets destroyed.
There we go.
Cruises Lancers, fall back to your designated exfil sites and prepare to regroup at Marshal Davion's position.
Pickup zone, pickup zone. I mean, I do like this one. It's kind of cool, but because of the drama, it's like they got all that going on. Like starts just because I'm like already at the base, so it doesn't feel like supernatural. But blowing up the stuff in different areas is kind of cool. Okay, running, getting caught up on all kinds of junk here. I guess salvage was kind of pointless on this one.
It's critical. I can hear the pilot screaming from here.
Okay, so should be able to repair the fire starter pretty quick. Because they lost the code books, the one that I was thinking of is the one where you got to destroy the radar dish. Is going to try to upload the data off-world. So we're trying to stop the radar dishes from being uplink points. So we got time to knock that one out too. Again, barring any other surprises. .5 junk salvage. Wow, I'm surprised that there's actually anything available, but we could take that and get the laser. Or we could take the trebuchet. Well, I guess we got one of each of those already. Well, we'll just consume the points on the trebuchet because it's worth more. And then just grab an extra one of those. Who took the damage on that? What are you doing over there, Holder? Good thing we got enough payout to compensate for that one. Still need another Igor. Okay. Nightmare scenario. Yeah, because you somehow got your stuff robbed. Okay, so let's get repairs started here. 2 days. They should allow us 2 days at least. 13 days. Okay, so we should have time. Alright, trebuchet, cold storage. Alright, so still owe 2 million in 77 days? How did that go up? What did I miss? It was probably the addition of the Battlemaster. Okay. Shouldn't expect to see anything new. We're on the same planet, technically. And we're at 5 mils, so not a whole lot to speak of there. So unless it's a medium laser or machine gun, don't bother. Nope. Okay, so nothing else to see here. Let's do another save. Alright, at least at this point we should get Tigress knocked out tonight too then. We're in double digits. Alright. Let's get this Tigress thing knocked down here. Cannot allow the code books to get off world. Yeah. So that's when we end up making a hard break out of here. We end up somewhere we don't expect to be because we end up chasing those down, I think, afterward. Alright, so again, if I'm running to destroy dishes, I'm not even going to go as much on salvage. Let's just max out. Well, I guess I can't get more cash anyway. Doesn't matter. Okay, I'm not change anything on the last one either. So if we can get to another 3 mil, that'll help offset some costs. Yeah, the rifleman, you don't need that. Let's bring somebody else in here, maybe. Let's let Captain Crisp out there. And a cataphract, I guess. So 30 points under, but that's mostly because I'm using the fire starter. So I guess I couldn't remember. I mean, that's not throwing us in the deep end of the pool. The fact it's been maintaining at like a 250 to 275 tonnage limit. Unlike if it had been like 360 to 400, which it might still get to later. I can't remember, but at least it's manageable at the moment. And thankfully I had anticipated trying to get as much together in the shortest time possible once we started this season. So we've been doing okay. The fact we do have plenty of 60s and 70s and enough repair time without taking a crazy amount of damage. Alright, I'm getting a little tired here, so we'll probably wrap after this one unless anything else surprising happens. Yep, so dish time. You must defeat my fire starter to stand a chance.
That you stop the Maskedovka from decrypting those codebooks. With them, they can decrypt our reports and significantly stifle Operation Rat security, putting not just our lives, but all Federated Suns forces at risk. Our MEO liaison has relayed the locations of known Maskedovka relay stations in the system's capital of Jianfeng. We need them destroyed ASAP before they decode and transmit the data to Comstar. They'll know what we're up to the second we start taking down their relay stations. So timing is of the utmost importance in this mission, Commander. Good luck.
There's one. Excuse me, Jenner, get out of my way.
Looks like the Liao forces know what you're up to. It's now even more critical to carry out this operation quickly.
Mech neutralized.
There's two. There's 3. Buildings are taller than my fire starter half the time. This one's got multiple dishes. This one's a little more redundant, shall we say? Yeah, it's got some hide behind the building. There we go. One left. Hey, I'm on a 5-minute margin here. Don't you yell at me. I'm working above standard. What are you doing, rookie? Done.
Will soon be able to spare a mech company to deal with this rabble later. Return to base and we'll plan our next moves.
Return to base. Base on a foreign planet. Oh, there's the drop off. That's going the wrong way. Let's go around the mountain. Oh, it's in the middle of town. I ran the wrong way. I'm an idiot. I ran the wrong way. Genius. I really do like fighting in these urban areas, though. It's fun. If I'm not in such a rush to, like, do a destruction thing. What's that? Phoenix Hawk? Nah. Ooh, is that a VTOL? Send me an Igor on the way out. That sounds like a Igor. Hit the Igor on the way. That's a VTOL. I don't see an Igor. Alright, quit your whining. Now let's get out of here. No, those are just regular VTOLs.
Enemy destroyed.
Ugh. Too much urban noise. Okay, let's get out of here.
Now, Commander. We'll see what Marshal Davion has planned for us once we relink with the rest of the Lancers.
It can't be good. Yeah, so they said the data already got uploaded. I thought for some reason we stopped. Wait, no, that wouldn't make sense if we stopped it, because otherwise we wouldn't be chasing it. That then leads to greater fictional world mysteries unlocked, but some of the other things are crazy from a mission difficulty standpoint. 4.6 ain't bad either. So, I guess I'll take a Jenner for free. Didn't have time to stop and blow anything up, so let's take free stuff. Well, actually, you know what? Let's take all zeros here so I know to sell them. There we go. 822 and a 70-tonner. Ooh, there's the Zeus. I know I've run into, like, my first playthrough, I ran into like 2 Zeuses pretty early on, so this must be where the second one came from. I don't know where the first one came from. So that'll help. We're going to need the Zeus. That's an 80. And we've got a pilot that's Zeus. We've got an affinity for Zeus. Mechs. not the mythological entity. So they only give us 3 or 4. Alright, cool. So we did get the Igor. Somebody must have shot the one down. I didn't see it. So yeah, we got some Narc missile beacon stuff. 1.5. War Dog is at 6. We want War Dog to 10 so I can get the speed upgrade. Got a Cantina here. 2 Ravens, 3 Quick Draws, 3... Oh, perfect. 3 Jump Jets, Class 3. Oh, wait. I'm a little short on those. Those are the ones I don't have. I think. Nope, I do have them. That was easy. 700,000 for stuff I already got. I picked up off the battlefield. Cool, and that rolled over. Some Mech Collectors, the ones dragging behind now. Yep, so 7, 4, 5, 5, and 6. Alright. So, let me set up the repairs. And what did we just pick up? So, man, we definitely don't need... Oh, so now we got duplicate. We got the one from Ding Dong. Now we got the exact same thing. Alright, so I'm not keeping that one out, especially now that we got the Zeus active, too. Alright, so we're still at 2 million. Grasshopper still being repaired. Look at that. And I wrecked all 5 satellite installations. Only took 20k in damage. It's kind of nice. Alright, so some medium, like level 1 lasers, no impact there. Now we're getting somewhere. So we picked up the, the Battlemaster, which is an 85. We got the Zeus, which is an 80. Now, at least from a tonnage standpoint, we start holding our own, because some of those are going to get a little dicey toward the end. Nothing likely to pick up here. This is the same stuff it has been. Shut it. Okay, so we kind of done everything useful here for job rewards, Cantina. Yeah, I still don't have any Ravens. So we're going to leave that alone. You know what? I'm going to get machine guns out of that, though. You know what? We'll put it in there just in case. I can cancel it if I change my mind. So we're finally up to 12 million, so we've been going in the positive direction, and that's on top of picking up a Battlemaster and the Zeus, and some other small salvage things on the way. I want to take a look here at what our medium laser stuff looks like, because we did get some either lasers or machine guns there. I think the medium lasers came from the mission. So medium rifle. So 3 level 4, some machine guns. Man, only 1? Are you kidding me? So I still only have 1 of those. So I now have 4 medium. So I got 4 tier 4 medium lasers. Used sparingly, of course, because I right now have no 3s. I'd have to like put those on. The Battlemaster would be a little too many without redundance there. I need more before I feel comfortable with having to deploy and then lose them and all that kind of stuff.
You put something in my sights, I'm taking it down.
All right, that's it. I don't know much else to do there. So I'm going to save before we depart, but we'll end it at our new destination. But the Tigress missions also got completed tonight, so that's fantastic. Okay, so depart, here we go. And then there's, so 140 days. We should have repairs all set there. One of the earlier missions, we end up fighting like 3 other lances. I think we end up having to fight off like 15 different mechs at one time. Or close to it. So we'll have some challenges for the next one at least.
Soina, capital system of the Soina commonality, and one of the jewels of the Capellan Confederation. For centuries, Soina had been a beacon of industry and technological sophistication, once housing large populous cities across all of its continents, feeding a healthy commercial manufacturing industry. But, like the rest of the Innisphere, the succession wars brought death and destruction to Soina. Today, although it's only a shadow of its former self, it remains an important world. Its aerospace and dropship manufacturing centers, combined with its centralized location in Capellan space, have made it a prime target for the Federated Sun's ongoing invasion of the Confederation. House Davion has charged the elite 5th Certis Fusiliers with taking Soina. In order to complete our mission, we will first need to make contact with their commanding officers, General Gordon Hartstone and Colonel Anthony Harkness. But something seems to be wrong. Although we jumped into the system 7 days ago, I have not yet been able to hail anyone on the wideband Federated Suns command channel. I'm getting nothing but silence every time I try. Even more disturbing, the local news is reporting that the Fusiliers have attacked and destroyed Soiner's HPG relay station, which has cut the system out of contact with the rest of the inner sphere, spreading panic among Soiner's populace. Our mission to recover the stolen MEO codebooks is far too important for us to abandon. Whatever the odds, we must make contact with the 5th Certis Fusiliers and request their assistance in finding and destroying the stolen codebooks. Otherwise, the entire security of Operation Rat could be compromised. Let's just hope we're not too late.
So as a preview, that crashed ship is one of the areas, and also where they destroy that HPG is where we have to take on a lot of mechs, and I think that might be the early one, but I could be wrong. I don't remember which order they come in. So, anything to look at once we got here? So Sarna will be next. Anything fun? Level 3 laser. Ooh, level 4 PPC. That's pricey. Only level 2 machine guns. Ooh, finally got at least one of the level 3s replaced. Okay. Save that for next time. But there's a fire starter. There's a Cyclops. We're at 90. That would help out if we... Oof. I don't think we can afford that yet. We're a little bit shy. And we don't need Cataphracts or Black Knights. Another Battlemaster, though. Is this the same as the one I already have? The 1D? The 1G. It's almost like... I wonder if it's heavier. It's probably got more armor because the less hard points. So this one's 4 medium lasers, 2 machine guns, and a PPC. This one's got 5 missiles, 2 machine... No, this one's got 6 and 2. Why is this one got more hard points then? This one's got more upgrade slots, though. That's what it is. So basically what you lose in hard points... So I almost don't even think I'd want that one unless you're trying to upgrade it, because you've got way more you can do with this, but you wouldn't be able to tack on as much external modifier stuff to it. I don't know which would be better. Anyway, so that's the stuff for another time. No pilots. Excuse me. And then we've taken the mission. Oh yes, the Crater Cobras starting the genius clan naming territory. But that'll be for next time. Yep, next time. Like I said, next time. There we go. All right, so thanks to everybody that's been hanging out tonight. I think that was pretty productive. We got through the Concordia, how do I say that? The Taurian Concordat one, which gave us the Marauder. So we got through all 3 of those. Then we had to do some repairs, and we had to ship out, and then we got the first one done for Tikonov. That was a 3-parter. Then got Tigress done, so that's 9 missions worth. And most of those are all high reward quest or DLC driven campaigns. So, and of course, we're still gonna be stuck in the current one for the time being. So I know, so we're gonna be on Sarna here. And I think there's some kind of struggle with getting off world, so we may have another 6 missions or so before we're finished with the Kestrel Lancer portion of it. But that'll be next time. So thanks again to everybody that's been around. I saw with the Elite Hacks join us for a bit, so greatly appreciated. And then everybody else, of course, lurking in the shadows, which of course part of the experience. So we'll likely be back tomorrow. So Tactical Tuesday should be effective, at least for this week, and then we'll have New Year's. And then also the plan is to get, if you didn't catch the top of the show, we'll have a minor Last LAN Standing episode for doing some Splinter Cell, hopefully on New Year's Day, shooting for about 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's all I got for now. Have a fantastic one, and see you soon.